Across the tri-state and the nation, today marks the beginning of Pride Month, a tribute to the LGBTQ plus community, the history, the progress, and the fight for equality. New York City has a special connection to Pride. The Stonewall uprising in 1969 is recognized as the beginning of the gay rights movement, but 55 years later, the community is still fighting against adversaries. Fox 5's Stephanie Bertini shows us how an organization continues the fight for equality.
Pride Month, a time to celebrate and reflect on the progress made in the LGBTQ community. In the decades after the Stonewall riots following the summer of '69, there is recognition of how much things have changed, but also the work that still needs to be done.
There is no doubt to the progress we've seen as a community, as a nation, and then I think we are seeing a vicious backlash against the community that's showing itself not only in the culture but also in the policy and legislation.
GLAAD President and CEO Sarah Kate Ellis says this year the importance of Pride Month coexists alongside the uncertainty the election year brings to the LGBTQ community. There's concerns over rights being taken away.
June is really important because it gives us a moment to celebrate our community, to come together as a community. And I think this year, what we're going to be looking at is really the election, right, as a community and our voting power as a community.
Ellis believes this year's presidential election will be a pivotal moment for the LGBTQ community. In fact, right now, the ACLU is tracking 515 anti-LGBTQ bills in the U.S. The breakdown by state shows 55 in Oklahoma, 20 in Mississippi, and 14 in Florida. While all of these will not become law, many say the threat to the progress already made is clear.
Even just seeing that there's 515 bills across America trying to take away our rights, that alone significantly impacts folks' mental health.
Nadia Swanson is the Director of Technical Assistance and Advocacy at the Aliforne Center, a nonprofit organization focused on helping transgender youth facing homelessness.
You're 120% more likely to experience homelessness as a queer youth than non-queer youth.
A result of rejection combined in many cases with a toll on mental health.
85% of trans people in their lifetime have considered suicide. 40% have attempted.
From suicide to being the target of hate.
Trans people are being murdered at an exponential rate.
Last year, O'Shea Sibley, a gay man and professional dancer, was killed outside of a gas station in Brooklyn. Investigators said the 28-year-old was in a group when they were confronted for playing Beyonce music and voguing. Police later charged a 17-year-old in his murder and labeled it a hate crime. And while many focus on the visibility of the LGBTQ community in June, activists say do not forget the trauma and the pain that comes with the lifelong fight for equality.
The hardest part of my life has been not being seen or accepted or understood for who I am.
Recently, outrage expressed over a Manhattan school district council voting in favor of a measure that could lead to a ban on transgender athletes from girls' sports entirely.
For the first time, we're seeing a real backlash, and it's happening at the kid level. I also think that if you're queer and you're a kid today, it's really hard.
And backlash, activists say, is proof that even already established rights can be taken away.
And I want to be perfectly clear, that is on the docket. Our marriages are on the docket to be reversed.
The current climate, though, not enough to take away new realities.
10 years ago, I couldn't have dreamed of the life I'm living right now with my wife and children. I mean, it's just outstanding, the rate of progress that we've seen.
And the hope for true equality where respect isn't met with resistance.
I'm most optimistic about our young people. Our youth are really coming forward in a really unapologetic way and saying this is who I am.
Stephanie Bertini, Fox 5 News.